Hi guys, welcome to the Code Python channel, and in today's video we're going to talk about conditionals. And in case guys, if you have not watched the previous videos which we updated, so I have dropped the link in the description and I will also update in the I button. So make sure guys you watch those videos. So I'm going to define a equals to 2, and I'm going to write if a is less than 5, then I'm going to print a is less than 5 here basically. So you guys can see I am nothing but I'm just defining a variable equals to 2 and I'm just checking if a is less than 5. So I'm just saving the file and I'm going to come back to the command prompt, and if I do a dir here, so I have created a conditionals.py file which I'm going to run now. So to run the file I'm just going to write python and then the conditionals.py and then I'm going to hit enter. So you guys can see it has printed out a is less than 5. So the print which we added here is getting executed because this condition or this expression is true. So what in case if the expression is false now? So in that case what we can do is we can add a else statement here. So basically if this expression is if a is less than 5, it gets evaluated to false, then it is going to come to else statement and it is going to print whatever we want to print it. So I'm gonna say a is not less than 5. Okay, so in this time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it 6 here and I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna run again the same file. So if I do python and then conditionals and hit enter, so you guys can see a is not less than 5. So the previous when we ran the same file, it gave us the output as a is less than 5 because at that time the condition which is a is less than 5 got evaluated true. So it went down here inside and then it printed out a is less than 5. Now basically a we have assigned it as a 6. So this condition basically it is false. It is a is never less than 5. So at this time if has not executed and the else part has been executed and it is printing a is not less than 5. So apart from this we can also do we can also nest the if and else if statement. And what is it? So say for example if I say a is less than 5 and I'm going to print a is less than 5, basically the same thing. I'm just going to remove the code here all the way up just to better visibility purposes, and then I'm just going to say else, and here I'm going to add again a if statement. So this is how you can nest the if statements one inside the another. And if I say a is less than 10 here, so I'm just gonna print a is less than 10. In case if this is false, again I'm gonna write the else part. So I'm gonna say a is not less than 10. So in case now if I say here 4, so what happens is a equals to 4, so it is going to start from here if a is less than 4. So it is a is definitely less than the 5. So what it does is this expression gets evaluated true, so it prints a is less than 5. So I can show you guys, I can run again the same file and if I hit enter, so it is saying a is less than 5. So it basically what happens is if this condition is met, though then again it is not going to execute the else part. Only the else part is going to get executed only if the if part gets evaluated to false. So now if I changed 4 to like 7, so what now happens is now this particular expression is going to get evaluated to false, so it is going to get inside the else part. So here again we have nested the ifs again in the else part. So now if a is less than 10 is going to get executed, this expression is going to get executed. So at this time it is definitely true, so it is going to go into the print, then it is going to print out a is less than 10. So this else part which is written down here is never going to get executed. So let's just show that. Let's just show the output. So I'm just gonna run again conditionals.py file and I'm gonna hit enter. So it is gonna say a is less than 10. So you guys can understand how the basic you can add if and then nest it with the another if. So basically in Python we don't, this thing can be done with a switch statements in other language, but we don't, in Python we don't have switch statements. So in that case what we have is we can do if and then elif. So if I can just write down the same thing stating a is less than 5, then just print me a is less than 5. In case I can add one more elif, and this time I can mention if a is less than 10, then I'm gonna say print a is less than 10. Now I can add the else part, and I can say a is greater than 10. So if I save it, I just want to remove this the other code which we wrote, and I am gonna run this so you guys can see as a equals to 7. Now it is gonna go and fall inside this elif part, so it is going to print a is less than 10. Okay, so if I run, let's just clear the screen, and I'm gonna run the same file, and I'm gonna hit enter, so you guys can see a is less than 10. So this is how without using any switch statement, which is not there in Python, you can utilize if and elif to write a series of expressions and evaluate the expression which you want to uh, evaluate, and then print out or execute the part of a code which is there here. So at this part it is just doing the same thing, and if I give a equals to 11 or higher value, and if I come here and then run the same file, then you guys can see a is greater than 10. So it is just printing out the else part here. So apart from this, we also have something called ternary operator. And what do I mean about ternary operator here is, let me just say, so it is something like this: return x if the condition what you are trying to evaluate is true. Okay, if the condition is false, then return y. So it just says else y. So return x if condition is whatever the condition you want to evaluate, if it is true, or else just return the y. So same thing, I'm just going to comment out here, and I'm going to show you guys how we can do that. So I'm just going to print a if, and I'm going to say if a is less than 15, else I'm going to say print a is greater than 15. Okay, so if I save this and again I come back to the command prompt here, and then I just run the same file, so you guys can see it has printed out the 11. Why it has printed out the 11 is because you can see a equals to 11 is getting the evaluation which we are doing here, where it says a is less than 15 is getting evaluated to true. So that is the reason it is printing out a. If this value is false, in case, so if to make false, what we can do is we can define some value which is greater than 15, which is in this case it is 17. So if I say a equals to 17, and this time what it has to do, this condition is going to get evaluated to false now, so it is going to print this statement which is in else, so it is going to say a is greater than 15 this time. So let's just save the file, and I'm gonna hit enter. So you guys can see it says a is greater than 15. So this is how the ternary operator works in. So this is how the conditional works in, guys. So we have gone through if, we have gone through elif, and we have also gone through how we can nest if statements, and we have also seen about the ternary operators. So hope this helps you guys in some way to learn Python better. And if in case you have not subscribed to our channel, so please go ahead and subscribe the channel and hit on the notification button to get the updated content from this channel. So until then, guys, happy coding.